Welcome, welcome to Seasparkles Corner, and welcome to a breakfast. Welcome to a breakfast. So today I'm going to show you completely what I do in my average day for breakfast. Just for the heck of it, I'm not going to do for me and my son and daughter. I'm just going to put up two just as a demo like. Okay, one is for me and one is for whichever one of my kids come up. Okay, first I have placemats for 4, and I put a paper towel. I prefer a paper towel than a napkin because they're bigger, but if you want to use like 2 or 3 napkins, that's fine too. I'm putting a plastic fork, plastic spoon, and plastic knife in each one of the sets. Okay, so what I've got, I've just set up everything. I have 4 pieces of toast and some butter. Imperial margarine is the brand we use. Okay, I have a pan on the stove. I sprayed it with butter spray and the light is on. It's not heating yet, but it is going to start to heat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on 5 to start heating it, because I'm going to make a ham and cheese omelet recipe for everyone. Whoops, I forgot. Needed a wire whisk. Isn't that cute? Mine's very versatile. Okay. Now I have Velveeta cheese slices because it melts good, and sliced ham, and 4 eggs, and I have grapes, blueberries, and I accidentally pulled out 3 apples instead of 2. For our fruit. I always like to have a bit of fruit of it. So I'm going to show you how I do it. And I have drinks for milk for whichever one of my kids come up, and a hot chocolate for me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is show you what I do first. Okay, first I turn on the toaster. Okay, a tip and hint. All the new toasters draw electricity when they're plugged in, even if you're not using it. I don't know why, they're just made like that. So I have mine on a circuit breaker which cuts it off so there's no electricity being drawn. It just saves a little bit in the light bill, and with how bad light bills are, what can you expect? Okay, so that is down, and I always have it set at the same temperature, and I always put a paper plate for those because I just don't want to get toast crumbs on the plates. Might ruin the taste of the food. Okay, so while that's cooking, I'm going to grab a knife and I'm going to start on the fruit. So I do it all at the same time. That way I'm not missed with the toast getting cold before I butter them, because I don't like cold toast. Okay, so this is my kitchen scissors, which is sterilized every time after one use. Okay, so there's some grapes on this dish, and there's some grapes on that dish. Then I ziplock it back. I always like to get them so they have zips on them, so that way they kind of stay pressured. They just stay better. And now I'm going to, it's cutting the apple time. It's cutting the apple times. 1 apple per person. An apple a day keeps the doctor away is an old saying. I wish it was true. I'd eat an apple every day if it would keep me from going to the doctor again. To be healthy, okay? And then the apple core is set aside. And so what I do is after that, I slice them and put the apple pieces in there. This fruit was already washed, so that is taken care of. And I do 2 there. Well, you've seen me cut apples before when I did a recipe that required 5 pounds of apples. When I did the whole bag, it was, man, I can't remember. It was a long time ago, but it was really a good recipe. It was a real good recipe. Who knows? I remember it had blueberry, it had apples, nuts, and, well, that's the way it goes. Can't remember everything recipe I've done over all the years we've been together. all of us viewers and all the recipes I've cooked. Okay, my toast just popped up, so that means I instantly stop and butter this toast. Okay, all right, so then I swap them, and I turn down the toaster a tad, because my toaster on the second time, it will cook the toast, it will burn the toast. Well, it's just because it's hotter. Okay, so I have this little container with this butter here. I strictly use for buttering toast. Buttered toast, buttered toast. Okay, so now we're going to open the blueberries, which will finish our fruit. There we go. So I'm going to take and put a handful of blueberries in there. And I'm going to put a handful of blueberries down here. I'll wash that. There we go. And some blueberries over here. Put this back in the fridge. That's not enough, I know, for another meal of blueberries. But if we want more blueberries, we'll just have to buy more blueberries. So these two kind of rolled away. I did not touch the floor, people. I just picked up the blueberry that rolled away. But I'm going to wash my hands anyway. Just to be on the safe side. Anybody who knows me, I'm a very avid hand washer. My mother says I overdo the hand washing. And she said I overdo the bathing, but I don't care. I'm going to feel good about myself. Okay, now that these two are done, I'm going to take them and place them at the table for the two places. Now the other toast is up, so I'm going to go and get it. I don't like to start the omelette till the toast is done, because I like everything to be nice and hot. Okay, now the toast is done. I turn off the toaster and put it on top of my all-train. And I immediately close the butter, take the toast over here. Put the butter away, keeping it in the fridge. Okay, now I'm done with the cutting board. This is in here because, well, that's ready for washing. Okay, so these two, oh, I forgot, I gotta get a mixing bowl. It's time for mixing bowl. It's time for mixing bowl. Time for mixing bowl. Okay. I know it's clean in the cabinet, but I'm just going to do a little rinse just to be on the safe side, to make sure it's okay. Okay, now I'm going to start by cracking 4 eggs in here. Now I have cracked eggs for so many years. I'm literally expert at cracking eggs. But if you're not too sure about your egg cracking techniques, use it in a small plate, then look for eggshells. But as you can see, when you just crack thousands of eggs, you just get to never get a shell. As you can see, look for yourself, there's no shell. And then these shells get immediately tossed in the garbage. Okay. Now, we're going to use the wire whisk. Don't blend your eggs for this recipe because it won't be as good. And remember, meanwhile, the pan is heating up. It has been sprayed with butter spray. And so you just I used to do it with a fork, but I found this was actually faster. Because it took way too long with a fork to mix eggs to get them really, 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 really good. And you don't need meat on the side when you're putting meat in your omelet. Okay, so don't use a mixer because it does something to eggs if you're gonna make an omelet or if you're gonna scramble them. It just does something to them. Okay. Shoot, I guess they put away, my kids put away the dishes. Okay. All right. Okay, now, this was on, so I'm going to now remove it from the heat. This has started. So what I'm going to do is open a package. I'm going to take 2 slices of ham and put them right in the middle. And I'm going to take some cheese. Now you can cut the ham into strips if you like, but I'm just doing it this way for something a little bit different because I've made the ham sliced into little strips and putting it all over there. But hey, we want the real ham flavor in it, so I'm putting 2 cheeses on there. So now I'm going to put that back on the heat. Now, I'm going to reseal these. Now, this is a resealable package if you tear it properly. Take your time lining it up, and when you hear the snaps, you know they're sealed properly. Okay, so I'm going to put this back in the fridge, and this back in the fridge. Okay. Next. We got this. Let's see, where is the Cool Whip? Okay. Okay. Now, that's next. This is clean. Gotta make some gelatin. Let me keep an eye. Oh, throw out the cheese packets. Keep everything neat, people. I keep everything neat. And just a note, I always do the dishes right after we eat. Okay, this is the knife I use. I always do the dishes right after we eat. I'm folding the omelet. Folding the omelet. Giving the cheese a chance to melt. I'm folding the omelet. You're going to need a second device to help you turn it over. There you go. Get that up under there. And there, now that's heating. See, that's a beautiful omelet. While that's finishing up cooking, we're going to get some orange gelatin. Now, pick your favorite flavors. I mean, we have gelatin every day because health-wise it's good for your hands and your nails. It gives you healthy hands, nails, and skin. Well. That's in there for sterilization because it was used once. And you should always have a pair of kitchen scissors in your kitchen, and you don't use it for anything else. Don't use that scissors for anything else but just in your kitchen. This is a new pen. Now I'm going to put a dollop of Cool Whip on each one. That's called a dollop. I don't know why they named it that, but they did. You didn't see me do that. You can't prove anything. I didn't do it. No. Okay. The omelet is now done. It is shut off and removed. Well, this gets put back in the fridge. Okay, light is off. Okay, I'm going to cut the omelet in half. And this is a clean knife. Okay, I'm going to cut the omelet in half, removing it completely from the heat. Taking it set aside for each one. Putting an omelet on one plate and an omelet on the other plate. And I'm going to put this in the sink. I add a little bit of water to it, although it's not hard to clean at all. So now, I got to throw this out. Put that aside right now. So now I'm going to cut the toast. Putting 2 toasts on one bread. 2 toasts on the other bread. Now we're ready to serve and taste test. But I'm going to show you what else we do next. I throw all this away. I immediately do it, I don't wait. So I'm going to take the Jell-O right to the table. For people to enjoy. Okay. Now I'm going to take the toast and the ham and cheese omelets to the table for everyone to enjoy. They'll get a bit of ham in every bite and a bit of cheese in every bite with the eggs. Okay, so it's taste testing time. It's taste testing time. I'm just going to taste the omelet. You've all tasted this other stuff before. Okay, I'm going to taste the omelet and I'm going to share it with you. I want to get a big chunk of the main omelet. Okay. See, a bit of ham and cheese. Sharing with you, sharing with you. Now for me. Oh, it is so good. What I try to do every day is make a different breakfast. I don't want my family getting bored with the food I cook, so I like to be creative and make a large variety because I want to make people happy. It's what I like to do. Okay, and I hope you enjoyed this. I am sharing my breakfast with all of you out there. Love and kisses from all of you, us here at Seasparkles Corner, to all of you. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody. Bye.